the series of the kinetic theory and gaseous state, today we discuss the elementary concept of probability. The probability is a very important aspect, and we shall describe in a very brief way which will be required only in the formulation of the Maxwell's distribution of molecular speeds. The probability is a very common term. Suppose someone is saying he may come. That means there might be the chances of his coming, but not the certainty. If he says he must come, then it is certain he must come. He will certainly come. So probability means the uncertainty, means the chances, and his coming may be expressed in terms of the percentage. If the chances of his coming is 0, then he is not coming. That means the probability is 0. He must come. That means it is certain. Then in this case the probability is 10% or 100%. So this probability will vary from 0 to 100. So we shall define or show you the mathematical calculations how the probability could be measured. Suppose we are tossing a coin. Coin is having these two sides. One side is a head and other side is a tail. Then whenever you toss a coin, head may be come up or tail also may be come up, and both the chances are equally probable and mutually exclusive. That means both this head or tail both are coming with equal chances, and whenever tail will be coming, head will not come, or whenever the head will come up, the tail will not come up. That means they are mutually exclusive. In that case, the probability of this coin being head up when it is tossed, it is 50%. 50%, or this probability P, probability P is 50% or half. It means that if you toss this coin twice, then one time head may come up, but this may not be so. Whenever the events, this operation tossing, whenever the tossing this coin, which you can call the operation, when the operation is very large, suppose you are tossing this coin 2 lakh times, then there might be the chance of a head being up about 1 lakh times. So this probability, the idea, whenever included in mathematics, the operation or events must be in large amount. Then it could be used only in mathematics. So the condition for applying this probability is that the events are in large amount. All the events are equally probable and mutually exclusive. Another example, I can show that the the probability is having the multiplicative property. Multiplicative property. Multiplicative property. Probability is a multiplicability property. This also we can show in terms of this example. Say you have well shuffled a deck of cards, well shuffled a packet of cards, so which contains this 52 cards total, and these 52 cards are equally divided into 4 colors. One is diamond, other is spade, third club and heart. So if you probability definition we can give you this P, probability P equal to a number of favorable events and divided by the total events. In case of tossing a coin, it will be if you like to head to be up, then favorable event is 1, and a total event head or tail 2 events, so 2 it is half. So similarly, in the case of this packet of well shuffled packet of cards, suppose you are randomly picking up a card and that card to be diamond. So this card to be diamond, in this case this probability, suppose P1, one condition have been imposed, the diamond will be the color of this card which you are picking this when you are picking this card from this well shuffled packet of cards. So in this case a favorable event is 13. There are 13 diamond cards, and total cards is 52. So it is equal to 1/4. It means that if you pick up 4 cards randomly, then one card may be the diamond. In this case also the operation should be very large. In this case it will approach the probability, approach these calculations, otherwise it is not possible. And suppose you are now from this well shuffled packet of cards, you are trying to draw one king. There are 4 kings, diamond king, club king, heart king and spade king. And suppose you are trying to draw a card which will be the king. So then in this case, suppose P2. So there are 4 king and total 52 equal to 1/13. That means the probability of drawing a card to be a king will be 1/13. Means if you pick up this 13 cards randomly, then one card may be the king. So whenever it is one condition, it is another conditions, and these conditions are unrelated, independent. And suppose now you are trying to pick up a card, 2 conditions are imposed simultaneously. Suppose you are trying to draw a card which will be king of diamond, both diamond and also king. Then it is the composite probability. You can write 1, 2, P1. see P12, there is only one king of diamond. So this is only the one favorable event. One favorable event divided by 52. 52 is the total number of cards. So in this case, this 1 by 52 you can split up 1 by 4 by 1 by into 1 by 13. 1 by 4 into 1 by 13. You can split up in this way. So 1 by 4 means P1 and 1 by 13 means P2. That means whenever two conditions are enforced, then probability will be the multiplication of the two individual properties. So this is a very important property of this probability. Means probability is having the multiplicative property. That means P12 equal to P1 into P2, provided this one and this one are independent discrete. Similarly, we can go in another example. Suppose in a system, this probability of the system to have this value xi of the property x. Of the property x. Suppose this system is having a value of xi of this property x, and then its probability p xi equal to and suppose this yi, this system has this value yi of this property y, and the x property and y property, they are independent of each other. They are having the discrete values, means fixed values, and these are the independent to each other. Discrete and independent means the value of x does not modify the value of y, or value of y does not depend on this value of x. These are the two independent. So whenever there is a system is having the value xi and yi simultaneously of this property x and y, then it will be p xi yi equal to p xi into p yi. Means these are the individual probabilities, and this is the composite probability when the two conditions are occurring simultaneously. Then I can show you another example, very beautiful example, to illustrate this multiplicative property of this probability. However, probability is also defined as the number of favorable events, suppose small p, and divided by the number of favorable events plus number of unfavorable events q. Means that p is equal to small p divided by p plus q. This is also another way. This is also another way of calculating this probability, number of favorable events divided by number of favorable events plus number of unfavorable events. So denominator, these two, sum of these two is the total events. Now I show you one beautiful example. Say in a country, when there is a large number in a country, large number of populations are there, and in this case, suppose the probability of a person being the male person is, suppose say P1 equal to P male person is equal, probability of a person being a male person is equal to 0.495. What does it mean? Means in a country with a large number of populations, if you select a person, then that person will be a male person is equal to this one. It means that within say 1000, if you choose 1000 persons at random, then 495 persons will be the male persons. So whenever large number of events are occurred, then this will hold. Similarly, another property, suppose left-handedness. Suppose you are choosing a person in a country with a vast population, the person to be left-handed, to be left-handed, suppose 0.001 means if you randomly choose the persons, male, female, irrespective, then only 1% will be the left-handed. So this male person and the left-handed property. Left-handed property is not the characteristic property of these male persons. These are independent. Now if we impose the two conditions, say what will be the probability of a person to be left-handed male persons. Probability of left-handed and male person, this will be equal to the product of 2 into left-handed. So this will be equal to 0.495 into 0.01. So this is equal to 0.00495. It means that if you randomly choose 1 lakh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you 1 lakh, if you randomly select 1 lakh people, then only the 495 people will be left-handed male person. That means it is the multiplicative property. These are the individual probability. This is the composite probability. So this idea of probability will be much more helpful not only in our formulations of this Maxwell distribution of molecular speeds, but also this probability is equally valid in mathematics, in physics, in economics, and everywhere. Probability means the lack of certainty. The probability is a chance. That means here, if you pick up 1000 people, then there will be a chance of 495 people to be a male person. If you choose or select 100 persons, then chances of chances of that person being a left-handed is 1. So whenever you are imposing both the conditions, the person should be male person will also be left-handed. But the left-handedness is not the characteristic property of the male person. If that occurs, this calculation falls. This calculation is no longer tenable or true. So whenever you are considering both these cases, then the product of these two multiplicative property, then it becomes this one. It means if you choose 1 lakh of people randomly in a country, then 495 people will be the male left-handed. So this very simple idea of probability have been discussed here, so that we can proceed further to develop this Maxwell distribution of molecular speeds. In my next class, I shall try to show you distribution, what is meant by the distribution, what is the weight of the distribution, what is the range of the distribution, and in a distribution in several cases. In my next class, I shall show you the distribution. So I hope this simple concept of probability will make you interested to learn more. And if you do like my video lecture, then please subscribe and encourage me to do more videos. Okay, thank you.